Welcome everyone to oldtacosandgeeks.com. We're back. And today, Justin and Sean, welcome back, Sean. How you
Hey,
feeling?
what's going on, man?
We are back, folks, and today we are going to be reviewing episode 1 of Gen V season 2 that you can catch on Prime Video. As always, you know how we do here at ONG. I'm going to give you a brief overview of episode 1 with the synopsis. Episode 1 is titled New Year, New You, and it reads such as this. Sophomore year is off to a rocky start. Maria is on the run and still trying to track down her sister. Emma and Jordan reluctantly rejoin the school. However, things are tense with the arrival of a mysterious new dean. Cate is disappointed in their homecoming doesn't go as planned as Sam is numb to the world. After a viral video, Marie finds herself in an unexpected company, pushing the team toward a long-awaited reunion. This episode was wow. Like, not only it's just like they address the, and this is not a spoiler because this has to tie into real life and with the unfortunate passing of Perdermo. Hopefully I pronounced that right. But they handled Andre's and Chance's passing very, very well. And his character is still core central to the story, and I thought they did a really wonderful job of just addressing it. And what I really loved about episode 1 here is the characterization. Everyone is feeling it, it's more focused on the death, and everyone is really feeling it. Each character is dealing with the news in their own way, but there's this build up to what's going to happen, which obviously this is a non spoiler review. But what Marie's going through, what Emma's going through, what Jordan's going through, they did just a wonderful job of giving each character enough characterization and screen time to really flesh out what, not only how to just how everybody's feeling about Andre, but what's to come for the rest of the season. And boy, Sean, is it ever going to be something crazy?
So, everything you said, absolutely correct. One thing I will say about this season, as it looks like it's going on, is that they've taken a lot of parallels from what's going on in real life now to this show. You would swear to God, they have a time machine and they went into the future to film these episodes. I mean, we're sitting down, we're watching it, and I'm like, yo, this is real life. At one point, I wanted to ask Justin, like, are we viewing a parallel universe where we have like superpowers somewhere, and that's where they're getting this from? Is this what, like, a lot of people make the joke that the Hadron Collider was on and it bumped us to a different universe, and that's where we're at right now. I swear, if you're watching season 2 of Gen V, you would start to think that this is, we're not actually viewing a show, we're viewing a parallel universe that we're in. And that's to say how good this season is. I mean, first episode, as I'm watching it, I'm like, yo, this is interesting. And it's one of those shows where I didn't have to have a lot of action in it. Like with the boys, you expect a lot of wildness, gore, action, from the get go. With this one, it's just really story driven. I mean, first episode is definitely story driven. And like I said, it's kind of, to do these reviews are kind of hard because you kind of want to spoil it and just say, yo, this is what I thought of this scene. This is what I thought of that scene. But to tell you, like, see, episode 1 is an episode. Just watch it and draw your own conclusions on things. But it is really well done. The character development of everybody is done well, and especially with Chance's death in real life and Andre, and how they brought that over the Andre in the show. Once, I don't know if this is spoiling it, but everybody finding out was just, it hit them in a different way.
Yeah.
And you couldn't imagine, like, the how everybody reacted to it and how they reacted to it with each other. Because, you would expect that somebody knew. And I mean, in the episode, you'll find out people knew. It
Yeah.
wasn't. This wasn't. This was just a surprise to his friends, and not a surprise to other people. And the emotion in the entire episode, you're just like, oh, holy crap! Like people are people are really feeling, and it makes you feel it.
Yeah.
So I, I don't know what more to say other than, I would love I would love for everybody to react, like watch episode 1 and then react to this in the comments and tell us like, listen, what did you think about what happened? I mean, it was just well done. What about you, Justin?
I just got also give some honorable mentions to especially Sean Patrick Thomas's character Polarity, who does a great job. No spoilers, but obviously Polarity is Andre's father, and the way they address that, the way they handle that is really good. But we also got to talk about the mysterious Dean in here. This character is such a dick. It's like the best way I can describe this character is he's a pure dick, narcissistic,
Playing it well.
playing it to a T. And some people might give some comparisons to like, oh, he's just like another Homelander light. But the way they address him, the way he's very cunning but suave about everything he's doing.
More intelligent than Homelander. More straight to the point.
Straight to the point, but not only that, he's brutally, like, you can tell he's an asshole, but he's right about certain things. So it's kind of hard to be like, damn, you're a dick, but you got a point. And it's just played massively well. And just the way the buildup is going. And I think what's credit to this is just the writing, is that, the episode 1 had to do a lot of things. They had to address Chance's death, unfortunately passing. And of course, that means Andre has to either what had been recast, or, well, now we know what they did with Andre's character. Andre's character also passed on this. So they had to address that. Not to mention the characters now have to feel that. You have to make that part of the arc and still build into what your original plan for season 2 was. And I thought episode 1 did enough for to really keep Andre's core legacy in this universe alive and moving forward to what the initial threat is. There are some cameos in here from the boys' main cast, so be on the lookout for them. I'm not going to say who, but there are some cameos in here that I think you'll be pretty delighted. And some wild stuff too. It won't be the boys without some type of hijinks. And that one particular scene, when you see it, you'll see it. but I'm gonna give I'm gonna give this, you know how we do here when it comes to streaming. It's either watch it now, put it in your queue for later, or skip it entirely. Episode 1, of course, watch it now. Hands down, I actually like, even though it's just one episode in, I think this one has presented, now that we know these characters from season 1, I think it did a great job of presenting the characters. Now that we know them, we get to see more of the personality. We get to see more of who they are as characters in this world. Definitely a watch it now for me. Sean, what's your final thoughts?
Well, yeah, like you said, there are cameos in here, and kudos to them for continuing with the storyline of the actual Boys series, because the cameos aren't in there just for show or to give that, oh wow, such and such showed up in this episode. No, it is actually continuing. Anybody who saw the last season of Boys know that the characters from Gen V show up in the last episode. So they continue that on, like kind of giving you like, this is the other perspective of the Gen V characters compared to where they are with the boys. And it's just like, wow, like you guys are really keeping the continuity together. And I will say, Justin's absolutely right. Watch episode 1. I do think one thing I'm going to give Amazon a lot of bravery for is that this may catch, like I said, there are a lot of parallels in this episode, and they may catch some backlash from some things, the normal grifters that are going to...
the normal grifters.
Yeah, that are going to use parts of this episode to talk their agenda. But fine. If that's the way you feel about it, let your voice be heard. But, look, that doesn't take away from the episode is really good. And the episode is well done. And that episode, it will evoke the kind of conversations that people need to have. It's a really good episode. And this season has turned out really well done. So I'm gonna say definitely a must watch, especially episode 1. I don't know how you'll feel as the other episodes go on, or if it's maybe if it'll be something you want to continue, but definitely episode 1 will get you into it.
All right, folks. So this has been our review of Gen V Season 2, Episode 1. If you like what we do here, hopefully we earned your subscription. So please hit the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell to keep updated all here on tacosandgeeks.com. This is Justin and Sean. We'll be back with Episode 2 review. What did you think about Episode 1? Comment below, let us know, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later days.